engineering notebooks. Why are we doing this? This is to prove your ownership of the process of decisions, builds, and evaluations. Could you hand these notes over to someone and could they build based off of the information in this notebook? So what we're going to do is when you open it up, all right, you've got our first page here. This first page is going to be our table of contents, so we're going to slide this over. I'm going to leave that completely blank, and when we write, we want to make sure we're always writing in pen. Each notebook entry needs to make sure that you have a date of the entry, and notice that all that information is down here. So this bottom area needs to be completely filled in. And then we need to talk about which phase of the engineering process are you exploring, which one are we working on. This entry is going to be for our Scratch project, Guess My Number. And what I want to do is I want to make sure that I've jotted down kind of what we're doing here. This is going to be the brainstorming phase. And then below that, I'm going to jot down a few sentences about kind of what we're doing in this phase and what the goal of this phase is going to be. And down here, kind of like when we remember what we did in class, we discussed kind of the three different things that are possible. So after you ask the question, there are three possible outcomes. Three possible outcomes, three different things that could happen. So these are the three different things that we can have. And I need to make sure that this results in a you win situation. This results in a clue. And then also during the game, I'm going to lay out what it would look like. This is my screen view for the user. And so as I'm doing this, I want to make sure that I'm going to have my list over here. So it kind of lets me help with the spacing out of things. And this is also going to fulfill my 2 raw sketches. So I've got 2 sketches. I say raw because I don't want you to erase. I don't want you to kind of practice. I just want you to just kind of jot it down, get it from your brain out quickly onto paper. These could also be photos or printed out CAD drawings if they need to be as well. So you could take those and we can put them in here. And then we need to explain. So this is the explaining, the process of the phase that we're in and describe what that phase is and what we're planning on getting out of it. Then below, we're going to be looking at explanation of why decisions were made, what changes were made, modifications, or selections were made. And we need to make sure that we've included any graphs or data or analysis. We've also included a to-do list or a reminder list for the next day. Description of this process. Down here will be your description of the whole assignment and the whole activity that we were working on. So formulas, graphs, data or analysis, or to-do and a reminder list. So we put that down here. And then of course make sure that you've properly filled in the bottom. If it continues on to the next page, you've got continue from page right there. And all these pages, I'll say continued on page there. And so all these pages will be numbered in the top right corner.